Sit, sit, sit. Go for a kiss.
When they mate for life, rendering them a perfect representation of a long life commitment. It has been suggested that if a couple sees a pair of doves on their wedding day, they will have a blessed marriage. And the color white also represents eternity, making the release of the doves all the more fitting for such occasion.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am.
What is arguably Marlon Brando's most famous scene gives us a moment to digress from the wedding ceremony to make a point about doves and pigeons.
Hey, I got one of your birds!
Pigeons are seen throughout on the waterfront as symbols of the conflicts Marlon Brando's character is facing. The point is, the doves that are so important to weddings are almost always really just white pigeons.
Pigeons and doves are close relatives. The terms are almost interchangeable, but releasing doves into the wild in certain cultural ceremonies and things has become, in certain cultures, an important thing.
Even though it might actually be a pigeon.
Well, again, pigeons and doves almost interchangeable. If you want it to be symbolic of something beautiful and peace and freedom, then you probably don't want to associate it with the pigeon that's groveling around for the French fry you dropped on a city street. But they're all the same kind of bird.
With that in mind, we return to the wedding of Sebide and Hamid Roshan with the understanding that every white bird we see is going to be called a dove.
I give you permission to kiss your beautiful new wife.
Remember what was said earlier about the significance of a couple seeing a pair of white doves on their wedding day? This is where David Corral becomes part of the story.
Oh my God.
It's about 33 miles as the crow flies from the site of the wedding at Rancho Palos Verdes to where the dove man in East Los Angeles lives with his flock. What's important to David is that his birds can find their way home on their own from wherever they are released.
When you let them go now, when you let them go, most people, what they do is they get them and they throw them up. You don't have to throw a bird up. All you have to do is just open your hands and he launches. There we go. How's that? Beautiful. Yeah.
David is a craftsman who specializes in tile and mosaic work, but his personal passion has always been his birds, and they led him to start White Dove SoCal. Weddings are a big part of his business, but funerals and memorial services are always very